Hello everyone, my name is Samira. Today we are going to talk about Sole Trader Partnership, Franchise and Social Enterprises. These are the different types of enterprises. Firstly, let's talk about entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are people who set up a business. Or we usually call them businessman or businesswoman, but professionally we call them entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are innovators. They produce new ideas or products to run their business and earn profit and become successful. They are decision makers. They make the key decisions. Key decision means important decisions of the business on how to run and what should be done. They are organizers. They set up the business, organize the operations of the business, and create an ideal environment for the activities of the business. Risk takers. Setting up a business is a risk because they need to run the business without any losses. Producing a new product, raising capital, etc. Just to run the business is a huge risk. There are subtypes of a business. They are either incorporated businesses or unincorporated businesses. Unincorporated businesses include there is no legal distinction between owner and the business. The owner and the business are the same. Everything is carried out under the name of the owner. They tend to be small, owned by one or more people, unlimited liability, created by MOA or AOA. In incorporated businesses, the owners and the business have separate legal identities. The business can be sued, and can be taken over or liquidated. These are also called limited companies. Owners are also called shareholders. They have limited liability. They are created by MOA and AOA. Now let's look at the definitions of these key terms: limited liability, unlimited liability, MOA and AOA. Limited liability means if the business is in debts, the owner can only pay the money which was originally invested in the business and no need to spend additional money from their pockets to clear the debts. Unlimited liability means if the business is in debts, the owner might need to pay more money than originally invested in order to clear the debts. Now we'll come to the main part. Sole trader. Sole traders are also called as sole proprietor. They are the simplest form of business organizations. The owner is one, but can employ unlimited number of employees or n number of employees. Mostly tertiary sector, small businesses, no legal requirements while setting up, and they have unlimited liability. These are the features of sole traders. There are advantages and disadvantages of sole trader. The advantages include the owner keeps the profit, they are independent, no legal requirements while setting up the business, flexible, can adapt to change quickly, can offer personal service as they are small, may qualify for government help. Unlimited liability are the disadvantages, may struggle to raise finance, considered too risky by those who lend money, considered too much responsibility, long working hours and hard work, usually too small to exploit economies of scale, no continuity, business dies with owner. And this point, they said no continuity. It is usually said no continuity, but if the sole trader wants to pass his or her business to their friends or their family, they can, but it is generally said business dies with owner. They are unincorporated businesses and they must pay income tax. Unincorporated businesses pay income tax and incorporated businesses pay corporate tax. We'll come to that in the later slides. Now we'll talk about partnership. partnership exists between a minimum of 2 people and a maximum of 20 people running the business together. Owners will share responsibility for running the business. They share the profits. No legal formalities to complete the partnership. A partnership deed is formed which states the rights of each partner in the event of dispute. Dispute means when they don't agree with something, then they use the partnership deed, which states the rights of each partner. The partnership deed states that how much capital will each partner contribute, how profits and losses will be shared among the partners, how much control each partner has, rules for taking new partners. For taking a new partner, all the existing partners must agree, and those have specific rules. There are advantages and disadvantages of partnership. Advantages include they are easy to set up and run, no legal formalities. Partners can specialize in their area of expertise. The job of running the business is shared. More capital can be raised with more owners. Financial information is not published. Disadvantages include unlimited liability, profit must be shared, partners may disagree and fall out, any partner's decision is legally binding on all, partnerships still tend to be small. There is limited partnership. Limited partnership is where some partners provide capital but take no part in the management of the business. Such a partner will have limited liability. This type of partnership is also called sleeping partnership. However, in these partnerships, at least one partner must have unlimited liability. Till now, we studied about sole trader and partnership. Now we'll come to franchises. This may suit someone who wants to run a business but does not have a business idea. Owners of franchises are called franchisors. They have developed business and are ready to allow others to operate the business. Franchisors is offered to franchisees. License to trade under their name, a startup package, help, advice, essential equipment, etc. Training on how to run the business, materials, equipment, and support service that are needed to run the business, an exclusive geographical area in which to operate. Franchisees offer to franchisor a one-off startup fee, an ongoing fee depending on sales, contribution in marketing costs, and franchisor may make profit on some of the material and equipment merchandise to franchisees. Merchandise means goods that are being sold. Okay. This point, an exclusive geographical area in which to operate means if there is one franchisee in one area, it will be easier for that franchisee to learn how to run the business and to create business ideas. If there are 2-3 franchisees, it will be a competition that who should run the business. In this case, the franchisee may not learn anything and will face so much competition, causing them not to develop in the business. So this is franchises. There is advantages of franchisor and disadvantages of franchisor. Advantages include fast method of growth, cheaper method of growth, franchisees take some of the risk, franchisees are more motivated than employees. Disadvantages include potential profit is shared with franchisee. Poor franchisees may damage brand's reputation. Franchisees may get merchandise from elsewhere. Cost of support for franchisees may be high. Now here I would like to make a point that franchisees and partnership are different. Franchisees is like giving job and opportunity to a person who wants to do a business but doesn't have an idea. But then a partnership is when a group of individuals are working together in a business. These both are very different from each other. Now there is advantages and disadvantages of franchisee. Advantages include less risk, a tried and tested ideas are used, backup support is given, setup costs are predictable, national marketing may be organized. Disadvantages include profit is shared with franchisor, strict contracts must be signed, lack of independence, strict operating rules apply, can be expensive way to start a business. That covers franchises and franchisee. Now comes social enterprises. They have an aim to improve human and environment well-being rather than making profit for the owner. Also known as not-for-profit or non-profit organizations. Have clear social objectives, generate most of their income through trade or donations, reinvest most of their profit. They are accountable and transparent. Accountable means responsible for the effects of your action and willing to be explained or criticized for. And transparent means language or information that is clear to understand and easy to understand. Next, different forms of social enterprises. They are consumer cooperatives or retail cooperatives, owned and controlled by their members. Members buy shares which entitles them to elect directors to make key decisions. Just to revise, key decisions means important decisions. Profit made by the organization is given to its members. Another form is worker cooperatives. Businesses in which its employees share ownership. They contribute to production, involved in decision making, share in the profit earned, provide some capital when buying a share in business. Another form is charities. They raise money for a good cause, draw attention to the needs of disadvantaged groups in society. They have social objectives and care for public welfare. There is now limited companies and multinationals. This is the topic we will learn